Meghan McCain, who has taken notice of Kamala Harris telling a story about her interaction with John McCain and using it against Trump, again, for her own political gain. And Meghan McCain is uncomfortable with Kamala Harris coming out and telling this story, and she has recently spoken out about that.
You walk onto the Senate floor, and there are these big wooden ornate doors. And those ornate doors opened. And John McCain came out. He's going after me. And I'm going back after him. I'm going back after him. And that was it. And this is what the public saw. And then I step onto the floor of the well of the Senate later that day. We had votes. And I passed by John McCain. And he looks at me and he says, "Kid, come over here. You're going to make a great senator." True story.
I'm not thrilled with this because I just find that, to me, it doesn't sound like him. It's getting to the point of being disrespectful the way everyone is talking about him, because I find so much of it, it just doesn't sound like him. And we were obviously incredibly close, and I worked with him both professionally and, we were very close personally. And it's hard. I don't like it. And I remember what he actually said about Vice President Harris in private.
Is what she said in characterizing what she claimed was a conversation with your dad, he said, "You're making a great senator." Is that consistent with your sense of what he thought of her?
No, not at all. And there's one thing in particular, there's one dinner that I was at with him and some other politicians that I can remember very specifically something he said about her. He was not a Democrat. He was so far from it. And her stance on Israel alone would gross him out. So and Afghanistan and the economy and the border, and I also think it's just very strange that Democrats can't get any other way to prove their bipartisan bona fides other than bringing up a dead senator. Have you done nothing else in your life? You have this obscure story that I've never heard her say, I've never heard, period. But I've never heard it before. She never felt the need to share it before, except 24 days before the election in Arizona, when you're, for by all intents and purposes, from everything I've heard from you and many other places that's being reported, she's flatlining.